Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're diving deep into the human mind with 50 psychology facts that might just blow your mind and change the way you think about yourself and the world around you. Buckle up, because by the end of this video, you'll know more about why you do the things you do than most people ever will. Let's jump right in. Fact 1. Your brain can trick you into thinking you're busy when you're really just stressed out. That's because stress hormones like cortisol can make your brain overestimate how much you're actually doing, leaving you feeling overwhelmed even if your to-do list is tiny. Fact 2. When you smile, even if it's fake, your brain releases dopamine, endorphins, and serotonin. Fact 3. You're more likely to remember negative experiences than positive ones. This is called the negativity bias. Fact 4. The human brain is wired to see patterns, even where none exist. That's why people see shapes in clouds, faces in inanimate objects, and even believe in conspiracies sometimes. Fact 5. Your subconscious mind processes information up to 500,000 times faster than your conscious mind. That's why sometimes you just know something without being able to explain how. Fact 6. The average person has about 6,200 thoughts per day. That's a lot of mental chatter, which is why meditation and mindfulness can be so helpful for clearing your head. Fact 7. Music can influence your mood and behavior in powerful ways. Fast-paced music can make you drive faster, while slow music can make you eat more slowly at a restaurant. Fact 8. People tend to mimic the body language and speech patterns of those they like or want to impress. This is called mirroring, and it's a sign of empathy and social bonding. Fact 9. We're more creative when we're a little bit tired. That's because fatigue lets your brain make more unusual connections. Fact 10. Your brain can only focus on one thing at a time. Multitasking is actually a myth. When you think you're multitasking, you're really just rapidly switching between tasks. Fact 11. Being in nature can reduce stress and improve mental health. Even looking at pictures of nature can have a calming effect on the brain. Fact 12. People are more likely to obey authority figures, even if it goes against their morals. Fact 13. The halo effect is a bias where you assume someone has other positive traits just because you find them physically attractive or likable. That's why we often overestimate celebrities' intelligence or kindness. Fact 14. Your memory is like a Wikipedia page. You can edit it. Every time you recall a memory, your brain can change small details without you realizing it. Fact 15. Smelling something can instantly trigger a vivid memory. That's because your olfactory bulb is directly connected to the hippocampus, the part of the brain involved in memory. Fact 16. People are more honest when they're tired because their self-control is lower and they can't filter their thoughts as well. Fact 17. The Zeigarnik effect means that unfinished tasks stick in your memory more than completed ones. That's why cliffhangers in TV shows keep you coming back for more. Fact 18. Your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good hormone, when you set a goal and even more when you achieve it. That's why to-do lists and checking off tasks can be so satisfying. Fact 19. People often conform to group opinions even if they know it's wrong. This is called the Ash conformity effect, and it's why peer pressure can be so powerful. Fact 20. You're more likely to remember the first and last items in a list and forget the ones in the middle. This is called the serial position effect. Fact 21. Touch is a powerful communicator. A simple pat on the back or a handshake can convey trust, empathy, or support. Fact 22. Writing about your feelings can help you process and let go of them. Journaling is a scientifically backed way to reduce stress and improve mental health. Fact 23. When people are in a bad mood, they're better at spotting errors and inconsistencies. So sometimes being a little grumpy makes you more detail-oriented. Fact 24. Social media can trick your brain into comparing your behind the scenes with other people's highlight reels. This can make you feel like you're missing out, even if you're not. Fact 25. Laughter really is the best medicine. It releases endorphins, reduces stress hormones, and can even boost your immune system. Fact 26. You can trick your brain into feeling less pain by swearing. Cursing activates the emotional centers of the brain and can help you tolerate discomfort. Fact 27. People tend to see what they expect to see, even if it's not really there. That's why eyewitness testimonies can be unreliable. Fact 28. Being around other people can actually change your heart rate, blood pressure, and even how much you sweat. That's the power of social influence. Fact 29. Your attention span is shorter than a goldfish's. No joke. The average human attention span is now about 8 seconds, compared to a goldfish's 9 seconds. Fact 30. Colors can affect your mood. For example, blue is calming, while red can make you feel more energized or even hungry. Fact 31. When people nod while listening, they're more likely to agree with what's being said. That's why speakers often nod subtly when they want the audience to agree. Fact 32. The placebo effect is so strong that even when people know they're taking a placebo, it can still work. That's the power of belief. Fact 33. Chewing gum can improve concentration and memory. It boosts blood flow to the brain, giving you a temporary mental edge. Fact 34. People are more likely to take risks when they're in groups than when they're alone. This is called risky shift, and it's why crowds can sometimes act recklessly. Fact 35. Smiling is contagious. Seeing someone else smile activates the mirror neurons in your brain, making you want to smile too. Fact 36. When you're in love, your brain looks a lot like it's on drugs. Love floods the brain with dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin, making you feel high on life. Fact 37. Rejection activates the same areas of the brain as physical pain. That's why heartbreak can feel like it actually hurts. Fact 38. People often remember the emotional tone of what was said better than the actual words. That's why how you say something matters more than what you say. Fact 39. The human brain can't tell the difference between real and imagined experiences. That's why visualization can improve performance in sports and other skills. Fact 40. People with high self-control are happier on average than people who just give in to every impulse. Turns out, discipline really does pay off. Fact 41. When you're sleep-deprived, your brain's emotional center, the amygdala, becomes 60% more reactive. That's why you're more emotional when you're tired. Fact 42. Our brains are wired to think short-term. That's why saving money or sticking to a diet can be so hard. We're built to crave immediate rewards. Fact 43. People judge others in the first 7 seconds of meeting them. First impressions really do matter. Fact 44. We tend to assume others notice us more than they actually do. This is called the spotlight effect, and it's why you feel like everyone's staring at you when you trip. Fact 45. When we're uncertain, we look to others for cues on how to behave. This is called social proof, and it's why we often follow the crowd. Fact 46. Humor can increase learning and memory retention. That's why funny teachers or videos can be so effective. Fact 47. Your brain releases dopamine when you help others, giving you a natural high. That's why volunteering or acts of kindness feel so rewarding. Fact 48. People prefer symmetrical faces. Symmetry is often subconsciously associated with health and attractiveness. Fact 49. Stress can physically shrink your brain over time, especially the areas involved in memory and emotional regulation. Fact 50. The human brain is the most energy-consuming organ in your body, using up to 20% of your daily energy intake, even when you're resting. And there you have it. 50 mind-blowing psychology facts that will change the way you think. Which one surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos just like this one. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.